sound of white fists blasting in the sky.
Let us all be grateful that we're far from there as we raise our voices in a solemn prayer. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above, from the mountains to the prairies.
Hello. I'm sorry, I didn't notice you that. Welcome to Cyber Consciousness. As you may have guessed, I'm your host, Mr. Consciousness. Or, for short, just call me Mr. Conscience. Okay? Many of you are wondering, why am I here at the corners and the edges of YouTube? Where could I possibly be and what could I possibly learn? Now, don't worry. We'll get to that. Later, we're going to be interviewing the filmmaker himself, Mr. Fadich. In moments. Just you wait. It's brief commercial messages. Oh yes. Yes, Fritz. Popular name for German. Hello, welcome back. Now, many of you are all wondering, what are we going to be discussing on this show? What could we possibly have that is unique enough to be watchable? Now, we are mere entertainers. We are artists. At least we try to be. And we have such a proposal to bring a new voice of reason to the table that many presume is common sense among the masses of civilized nations. And we don't want any of our viewers to be confused, perplexed, or credulously soak up all the knowledge that we are to discuss and talk about. Now, many of this won't be easy to swallow. But bear in mind that this show is just mere satire, poking and mocking our views of reality, and seeing through the rhetoric that many politicians and presidents and dictators try to use to persuade their people to think of them as such monumental kings. I beg to differ. Back. We have our guest, Mr. Fadich himself. Welcome, Mr. Fadich. Yep. Thank you for having me. Yes. We're very happy to have you on our show. Well, your show to be, in fact. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. First things first, what do you want to bring to the internet that everyone's already seen, most likely?
I don't know. I'm just gonna be myself. I'm just gonna express myself the way I want to. I'm just gonna try and convey some different thoughts of how I see the world, and express my freedom to do what I like to do. I don't know. If you enjoy like dark, dry humor, that's what the show will be consisting of.
Mm-hmm.
the basis of the show will be a select few main characters, which will be the consciousness, and it's kind of more down to earth, and kind of connects with the audience really well. Kind of guiding the audience through the show, and kind of say and feel what they're thinking, and keep them focused on the point and the goal, and issues at hand. And then Jack will be this will be the upfront, fearless, and kind of an asshole, and that's the point of his character. He's very straight up, brutally honest, and very truthful, but he doesn't care. He's uncompromised, and it's better to see him not really human per se. That's just the persona I want to project for that character. He's gonna be very interesting. And then there'll be a few other characters that will represent the issue, and kind of be hyperbolic and over the top on purpose as part of the show's satire, which that will be the approach of the show.
Yes.
And it's gonna be fun.
All right. Very good. How did all of this start? I mean, I've seen your work. The My Mind series was quite strange, very experimental, and so far that you've done, you're quite gifted in what you do, and it feels like you know this. It really does. It really does. So how did this all start?
Oh man, how does this all start? Ever since I was 14, I just haven't stopped making movies since.
Would you like some tea?
Yeah, sure, I'll take some tea. Thank you.
Go ahead and continue. Would you like some tea? All right.
Yeah, like you're saying, the My Mind series was just was very experimental, very fun, I just had a lot of freedom. There was no script. There was a kind of, I had my journal, but it was just all my thoughts and stuff. And I just, it was, the first one was kind of a mess, and the second one was more organized, but still very experimental, and I had a lot of fun, and then it's kind of where Jack came from, was the My Mind series.
Sugar?
Yeah, some sugar would be fine. And then the third one, that's when it got interesting. I went through a lot during that time. It was much longer than all of them. And consisted of 3 characters: me, the consciousness, and my alter ego Jack, and Trinity. And it's just my character wrestling with that, and wrestling with the view, with how the world is seen, and how it makes me feel, and how that affects me, and that kind of, in a sense, would affect everybody else, in a way. But yeah, I had a blast doing that. It was a lot of fun.
Yes, of course. Now, I thought your alter ego was killed in My Mind 3. Am I mistaken?
He was killed. That is correct. He was, killed him. Killed him dead.
Yes.
For good.
I understand. Okay. Why did you decide to resurrect him?
Why'd I bring him back? I don't know. I think it's needed. I think I feel like I need him again, and I have lots to say, and I can only say it through that persona, and it's just because it's me, but not me, and he's tired of seeing the cruelty of the world, and he wants to kind of have some sort of revenge, kind of some vengeance with using words and rhetoric, and people may see this as like self-indulgent and very strange, but that's kind of the whole point. I'm very strange. I don't know what else to say about that.
Very good. Being you have only a couple hundred subscribers, how do you feel hardly anyone watches your videos?
Yeah, I don't know why my consciousness has a British accent.
Fair enough. Alright, that is it for today. And camera 2. Alright, and camera 1. Thank you again, folks, for tuning in. And thank you again, Mr. Fadich, for your insightful views. And now we have a better look and feel of what we're about to see. Have a good night, folks. Yes. I'm sorry. There's no smoking in here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
You got it. No worries.